Many organizations recognize that the best place to find employees for job openings is within the organization itself. Let's take a look at internal recruitment. Internal recruitment is when the business looks to fill the vacancy from within its existing workforce. Here are some guidelines for successful internal recruiting. Develop and communicate job pathways for promotions and lateral moves within the company. Develop a process for job posting that's accessible to all employees. Ensure that job advertisements clearly communicate job requirements and expectations. Use employee records to identify potential candidates for open positions. Follow up with all internal applicants and treat internal applicants with the same level of care that you treat external candidates. Now, let's take a look at some of the ways organizations and managers inform employees about current job openings. As a manager, you need to be familiar with these methods so you can decide how to conduct internal recruiting. Perhaps the simplest way internal applicants are recruited is through word of mouth. A manager has a job opening and talks to other managers or employees to find out about possible internal candidates. This technique is not always the most effective. More formal techniques will ensure that managers are identifying the most qualified candidates. Formal techniques also ensure that employees have an equal opportunity to find out about openings and apply for them. A job posting system is the most frequently used approach to notify current employees about job openings. This approach can be as informal as posting a note on the cafeteria bulletin board or as formal as having job announcements listed in the company newsletter and posted on the company intranet. The goal of a job posting is straightforward: to get the word of a job opening out to as many employees as possible within the organization. Companies that use a human resource information system known as HRIS or HMS have an added way to identify internal candidates for job openings. These companies create a searchable database referred to as an employee inventory that can be used to identify employees who meet certain job requirements. Employees who match the posted criteria can be automatically notified about the opening, and managers can receive lists of names of qualified applicants. Let's explore the advantages and disadvantages of internal recruitment. Organizations realize that there are tangible and intangible advantages to recruiting internally. Internal recruitment can be more cost-effective than running ads or engaging in external recruiting. Existing employees are already familiar with the company's operations, which cuts down on the time and money it takes to train them. In addition, current employees like being given opportunities for advancement. Employees want to know that their employer recognizes their value to the organization. When employees are given opportunities for jobs they want, for example through promotions, they are more likely to be committed to the company, more loyal, and more productive. And, as we have mentioned, a firm's hiring managers also have access to applicants' performance appraisals and can talk to the employees' supervisors. Sometimes organizations need new ideas or want to change their corporate culture, or they need to increase the diversity of their workforce. These companies know that the best way to reduce inbreeding and to increase diversity is to bring in new employees rather than promote current employees who are already entrenched in the company's way of doing things, especially where there's little diversity in terms of demographic or personality attributes in the existing workforce. Bringing in new blood or new employees does not come without a cost, however. Managers need to be aware that employees who apply for openings and aren't selected may become disgruntled, less productive, or leave the organization. Of course, promoting or transferring employees internally creates a new vacancy elsewhere in the organization. Consequently, when companies recruit internally, they need to look externally to build their workforces at some point.